I'll go get some beer.
Doing the beer run?
Particular kind of beer, or?
Angus, our favourite beer.
The Mexican beer.
The Mexican beer, man.
Mexican beer? What's it called? What's it called?
Wanna run away, get away from this mess. My head's going round, just thinking of nothing, baby. My life ain't making any sense. I'm going.
Hey, welcome to the WOAFM99 Radio Show, episode 15 of season 29. We're reaching the end of season 29, by the way. And from next week onwards, we start the WOA specials, where every episode is going to be an in-conversation episode with the artists who are to be featured on the Breakthrough Artist Part 2. Okay, so this is the Independent Number One's Breakthrough Artist Part 2 is our flagship album, which releases on the 31st of May. There are 11 artists that have made it onto our Breakthrough Artist album. I can't wait for you guys to listen to that album. Every weekend, I'm going to bring in one act to join me live in the studio. So the first one is Mac Daddy Revue. So they're going to be in the studio next weekend. Obviously, they're in Kentucky and I'm in Europe. So it's going to be over, Skype or Google Meet or whatever it is that the studio does. So that's going to be there. So stay tuned and be sure to tune in next weekend, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so you can tune in then and catch that interview live. And of course, our Certified Indie Songs of the Week, which is what today's about. Today is our Certified Indie Songs of the Week, brand new acts that we've never played on the show, except for Mac Daddy Revue, because they're going to be up next weekend. So I'm going to be playing one of my favorite songs by them called Greenville Girl. So they're going to be coming up in the middle of the show, including some special radio plugs by WOA artists who are on the show today, okay? Let me introduce to you our Certified Indie Songs of the Week. Today, I'm going to kick off the show with All I Remember. Now, this is one of my fan favorite songs. It's one of my tracks which is very close to country. Now, today's show, most of the songs have a sort of theme between country and rock, songs that could fall in either camp. Some are obviously very country or very rock, but they all have a certain sort of sound that complements each other, if that makes sense. Anyway, so we're going to start off with All I Remember. One of the reasons for that is my label, WOA International, is remastering this song especially for Apple Music, spatial audio and all that kind of stuff. So higher bit rates and extra sort of surround sound mixing and all that stuff is happening with a lot of my albums, actually, which have been re-released, and it's been really good for me because most of them have hit the charts. As of today, currently, I'm at number 1 on the Amazon UK Hot New Releases at number 1 and bestseller list at number 2 with my Garage Sessions Volume 1 album, which had hit the Billboard Blues album charts a couple of years ago. And because of the re-release, the fans are sort of supporting it again because of, they want to listen to the higher quality and all that kind of stuff. So I'm quite excited. Anyway, so All I Remember is going to come up very soon. So I'm going to kick the show off with All I Remember. To all my fans listening in, I hope you enjoy the song, guys. And by the way, the music video for this song is on my YouTube channel, okay? youtube.com/Oliver Sean. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel to watch my music videos, the Get to Know Your Artist series, which is this WFM99 radio show promotion that we do, a video show that I do. So today's show, there was a small little reel that I put out. If you missed it, please go check it out. It's real fun. So after All I Remember, we've got Jason Legatos with a song called Change. I believe this song falls firmly within the modern country space. Now, a lot of you would listen to it and say, that's more AAA, or it's more sort of acoustic rock or soft rock or whatever. But this is what modern country is now moving into. It's sort of blurring the lines between country and more popular music, Jason Legatos really shows you what that is. And a lot of mainstream artists are doing this. The production on this song is great. Jason's done a great job and a great message in the song as well, okay? The song's called Change. Then we got David Buffoli with The Grand Slam. This is firmly pop rock or soft rock, but some might even call it power pop. Okay, now listen to it. You tell me what you think we should go with, with this genre. I'm sure David wants to call it rock, whereas some of you pop fans might actually like it because it has a softer side to it as well. You couldn't possibly call it hard rock, I'm sure. But it's a great song, great production again. And I love it. And then we got the Gambinis. Now, I played the Gambinis last week. To be fair, I thought they were very Italian or almost Sicilian. With a name like the Gambinis, you almost think they're like a mafia outfit. But no, they're a great band, keeping retro rock alive. These guys remind me of different bands. Some of my favorite acts from back in the 80s and the 90s, And one of the reasons I sort of get nostalgic when I listen to bands like the Gambinis is because they keep live music alive, if that makes sense to you. It's like, because if you're a producer, you know what music is all about now. It's not real. A lot of it is not real. Most of the stuff you hear on radio, there is no that live feel to it. When I say live, I'm not talking about live recording. I'm talking about real musicians in the studio doing it like a band, or even if they're session musicians, just being together and like one organism, and that's missing in modern sort of younger music. And the Gambinis, they keep it alive like most of the acts on today's show. And this is called Playing with Fire. And I'm proud to say that the Gambinis are going to be part of the 15th anniversary Independent Number Ones album, which releases in June, towards the end of June. And the Gambinis have sent in a short radio plug to say hello to all our fans and listeners. So be sure to check it out and do write in. Let me know what you think about the songs that we're playing in today. And after the Gambinis is a band called Redlight. A song is called Idea of Mine. And this is more alt rock, It's like the softer side of the Killers, maybe. Or maybe the same power like the Killers. But if they go harder, they could easily be Green Day, So that's the kind of sound it is, to me at least, Let me know if you agree with that, or if something else comes to mind when you listen to Redlight. I don't think they're American, they're very European. But that's another theme of today's show, Most of the songs have that American feel. Not necessarily country or hardcore Americana, but there is a southern tone to the rock and the country that we're playing, or the Americana that we're playing. Some are obviously very country or very Americana, and you can hear that. But Redlight, for example, I think a European band, and they're making music like a Las Vegas band. So it's really cool. Then we got, now this is very, very special, B.Thomas from Norway. Now, when you listen to B.Thomas, I'll guarantee you won't have a clue that he's from Norway. You will say he's from Texas or from Kansas or from, Nashville, Tennessee or something, because this is hardcore, authentic country, okay? And it's called I've Got a Promise to Keep. It's a special preview that I'm giving you of this song because it's been selected for the Independent Number Ones Volume 15, which is our 15th year anniversary edition. He's also on the show with a radio plug today, saying hello to all the WOAFM99 listeners. And then we've got an artist called Jim Sinur, and the song is called Dark Star Love. This is proper 80s hair band style rock, okay, like Whitesnake or Alice Cooper, that kind of sound. Again, it's the theme tonight. Every band is a live act, either modern or country or Americana or rock, but within that same American live band feel. These are the kinds of songs that made young guys want to be musicians and guitar players and drummers and bass players, Well, that's my take on it, at least. Then I've got one of my favorite bands, Mac Daddy Revue. They've sent in a lovely pitch to you guys to tune in for this weekend when they're going to be joining me live in the studio to talk about their brand new single, Saturday Night Fever, which is going to be released on the Breakthrough Artists, exclusive on the Breakthrough Artists Part 2, Independent Number Ones. So they're going to be talking about their song, about what's coming up, their latest music, their tours. They were part of the WS Summer Tour last year. They came to the UK. It was fantastic. And but today I'm going to be playing their song called Greenville Girl. It's one of my favorite songs by Mac Daddy Revue. I'm just going to replay it today because I like that song. But tune in next week to hear the brand new single, okay? It's amazing stuff. After Mac Daddy Revue, we've got Greg Madden Project. The song's called Driving Till Tomorrow. This kind of surprised me because his singing style, or rather the writing style, and the way he gets his lyrics across, the way he sings it, the way he forms his sentences within the song is very much like Bare Naked Ladies, okay? And I've missed that band, I must tell you. And to hear an independent artist sort of remind me of Bare Naked Ladies was really, really cool. Let me know what you think about this song, okay? Greg Madden Project, Driving Till Tomorrow. Then we've got Tom Mess. Now, this is a very unique sort of artist in a way. It's almost like the Eagles are trying to find their sound, okay? That's the way I would put it. His writing style is very different. He'll just say a few words, and then the rest of that line on a song is done with the guitar, like filled in with instrumentation. I would rather he sing more or write more within the song, but that's his style, you know. And as an independent artist, he can do that, and nobody can stop him. And he's got a base of fans who are going to love that kind of music. And it's he doesn't have to stick with the formula. I mean, if he wants to write like this, he can write like this. That's art, and that's what independent music is all about. It's just about being an artist. And I'm sure a lot of WFM99 listeners are going to write in and tell me what they think about Tom Mess and if they like his song or not, you know. So I'm hoping to hear back from you guys. And last but not least, another track which may not be everybody's cup of tea, but me as a producer and a guitar player, I just thought it's quite cool what Steve Fornal, okay, that's the artist's name, and the song is called Uncanny Valley Serenade. And I must say the name of the song really matches what he's done in this song. Now, it's a longer song and it's instrumental, and it's think about like a crazy weird video game, okay, old school video game with all those sound effects and stuff, mixed in with John Petrucci's guitar. Can you think of that? Or maybe not John Petrucci, maybe Blue Oyster Cult, I don't know, you know, like progressive guitar, or, you know, he's having fun with his shit, you know, like Beck maybe, I don't know. And you know, not Jeff Beck, I'm talking about Beck, the guy who does experimental stuff. So imagine that sort of sound, you know, he's really experimenting with stuff. There are some real gems within the song, like small parts of the songs that could be really great in a TV show, maybe as a soundtrack or something. But yeah, it's not a radio-friendly song, okay? But that's what WFM99 is all about. We'll give you your commercial, radio-friendly songs by independent artists who we really support in a big way, you know, because we're all about, you know, competing with the mainstream industry. You know, we have most of the WOA artists that we sign up or who are on our compilations or whatever are always hitting the charts. Like every week we've got a WOA artist number 1 or top 10 on mainstream charts, Billboard charts, the official UK Top 100. So that's what the label really supports and pushes it out there, the quality. But at the same time, we've got platforms within our company that supports real independent music. It doesn't necessarily have to be commercial radio-friendly songs. They can be stuff like what Steve Fornal is doing, you know, or Tom Mess is doing, you know, stuff like that. So it's all independent music, and we're proud to have musicians like all of these acts today as part of our independent music community, guys who keep independent music alive. Well, that's the show for today, and be sure to tune in next weekend when we kick off our WOAFM99 specials with our breakthrough artists in conversation. Please don't forget to follow, like, whatever it is, you know, wherever you get your podcasts. Follow our show, WOAFM99 Radio Show and Podcast. Just type it in and you'll find it wherever you get your podcast. And follow us across all social media. On Instagram, we're at WOAFM99. On Facebook, just look for WOA Records and Studios. And on Twitter, we're on WOA Records. Find us there, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.
Time goes by, makes you forget the time she made you cry. We can all go on trying to remember a part of you. Died, she walked away. All I remember is that night when we kissed, when you smiled. And all I remember is that night try, but we lose, 'cause there are no winners in this game we choose. And how we forget the things we learn, we don't remember, no we don't. The times we burn, and all I remember is that night when we kissed, when you smiled. And all I remember is that night when we made love, when you cried. Why don't we play games when we know we gotta make it through this night, through this all I remember is that night when we kissed, when you smiled. And all I remember is that night when we made love, when you cried.
Every day I pass this old man, asking for change on the street. And every day I walk right past him, I just keep moving my feet. I mumble under my breath, have some pride, some self-respect. Try helping yourself, you're wanting, I reject. One day I finally asked the old man, tiring of his daily quest to receive, just what is it you need? How much for you to leave? He replied, young man, I want for nothing. His hands raised in prayer, my eyes judging. I have seen you, you beg for change on the streets every day, everywhere I go. In fact, enough already, I'm tired of your acts. He stopped me and exhaled deeply. Son, I see you often and I see you uniquely. I see you daily all over the place, a sad look forming on his weathered face. What you fail to understand, young man, is I have all I could ever need. I am asking for change within you, and not for my own greed. Your eyes are lifeless and hollow, this I can see clearly. Your heart is empty inside, you're so hurting severely. I wish only for you to see that indeed it is you and not me, needing this change. Change, it will set you free. Change and be free.
my car in the parking lot. I can pretend to be the one, and I feel so wrong, 'cause I don't seem to be strong. There's no way to fix it now. Maybe it's our last night, and now when I pass it's like only wasted time. I can't understand how you feel inside, 'cause your tears never lie. And I can only touch your face again. Put your eyes on me, babe. Keep your eyes on me, baby. You've never seemed so real. You've never been so real. Put your eyes on me, babe. Keep your eyes on me, baby. You've never seemed so real. You've never been so real to me. Eyes on me, eyes on me, eyes on me. We feel the pain of losing our good times, but there's no way back, and we never forget those days and our memories. I know your eyes, they're beautiful, and I'll never find the words to say goodbye. And I can only touch your face again. Put your eyes on me, babe. Keep your eyes on me, baby. You've never seemed so real. You've never been so real. Put your eyes on me, babe. Keep your eyes on me, baby. You've never seemed so real. You've never been so real to me. Eyes on me, eyes on me, eyes on me, eyes on me. I'll never be your love. I'll never be your love again. And we can never be just friends. I'll never be your love. I'll never be your love again. But I'm just trying to be your friend. Eyes on me, eyes on me, eyes on me.
Hi, this is Vinny the Fish from the Gambinis, and you're tuned in to the WOAFM99 Show with Oliver Shawn. Stay tuned to hear our new single, Playing with Fire, which has also been selected for the upcoming multiple number one chart-topping compilation series, Independent Number Ones, Volume 15.
We were looking for adventure, but somehow this one came our way. The script was already written, and now we're ready to play. It makes no sense, we're out of control. Playing with fire tonight. It's never going to be easy. So much explain and still to do. But there's no turning back now. We need to see it
sparks light up the sky. We found our dreams to believe in. We gotta try. We gotta let them fly. Makes no sense, we're out of control. Playing with fire tonight. Raging flame, ready to explode. Playing with fire tonight.
Look at the waves we ride, all made of our own cries. No matter what we hide, we'll never be back down. Looks like just should get alive, but will life be as safe as mine? My own world living inside my mind, my own kind of hiding of mine. Things got so tense and dark, we had to turn our back to all our hopes and dreams. Things aren't what they seem. Looks like just should get alive, but will life be as safe as mine? My own world living inside my mind, my own kind of hiding of mine. We'll never be back down. Looks like just should get alive, but will life be as safe as mine? My own world living inside my mind, my own kind of hiding of mine. We'll never be back down. Look at the waves we ride, all made of our own cries. Look at the waves we ride. Hiding your mind, hiding your mind, hiding your mind, hiding your mind.
Hi, this is B.Thomas, and you're tuned in to the WOAFM99 Show with Oliver Sean. Stay tuned to hear one of my new songs called I've Got a Promise to Keep, which has also been selected for the upcoming chart-topping compilation series, Independent Number Ones, Volume 15. Stay tuned. There's a letter on the table, stained with ink and tears. A promise made so long ago for all these very years. On the dusty road I travel with memories in tow. I've got a promise to keep, and it's time for me to go. Back to that old farmhouse where the willow used to sway, where we carved our names in the oak tree on a warm summer's day. I faced 1,000 heartaches, but this one's mine to hold. I've got a promise to keep, come rain or come the cold. I've got a promise to keep, and I won't let it so much still. Every willow used to sway where we carved our names in the oak tree on a warm summer's day. I faced 1,000 heartaches, but this one's mine to hold. I've got a promise to keep, come rain or come the cold. I got a promise to. Down the dusty road I travel with memories in tow. I got a promise to keep, that it's time for me to go. I got a promise to keep, and I won't let it so much still. Every willow used to sway where we carved our names in the oak tree on a warm summer's day. I faced 1,000 heartaches, but this one's mine to hold. I've got a promise to keep, come rain or come the cold. I've got a promise to keep, come rain or come the cold.
Shooting stars, caught between Venus and Mars. Cosmic wheels spin above, galactic dancing to the rhythm of love. We've never been here before, we may never be here again. You send me to the heavens above, you and me, in the furnace of your dark star love. In your dark star love, eclipse coronas of our shadowed souls, fighting the pull of our own black holes. No escape from our gravity, no tranquility in lunacy. We've never been here before, we may never be here again. You send me to the heavens above, you and me, in the furnace of your dark star love. In your dark star love. Do you really love me, baby? Or is it just a man?
your dark star love. In your dark star love. In your dark star love.
Hey rockers, yeah you. This is Eric from the Full Tilt Rock and Soul band Mac Daddy Revue out of Louisville, Kentucky, USA. And you are tuned in to WOAFM99 Show with the one and only Oliver Shawn. Get ready for an unforgettable experience next weekend as we go live to chat with Oliver about our newest anthem, Saturday Night Shakedown. This epic track is part of the flagship WOA album, Independent Number One's Breakthrough Artist 2, hitting the airwaves on May 31st. You won't want to miss it. Stay locked in and crank up the volume, people.
I sat at my desk and thought of better days. The times when Dad was still here, that I was just his son, playing ball with my brothers. I never needed money for fun.
Some nights I still dream dreams that won't come true, and I go on because of dreams I share with you. So hold my hand, come away with me. We're driving till morning, just you and me. We'll gaze at the stars and wait for the sun, and hold each other till the morning comes. When I was 9, I went to church on Water Street. Believed my Savior and I would someday meet. Learned guitar at 15, played a little rock and roll. Gave my heart to a young girl's soul. Sometimes I still remember girls I once knew, but when I think of love, I think only of you. Please hold my hand, come away with me. We'll drive until morning, just you and me. We'll gaze at the stars and wait for the sun, and hold each other until the morning comes. Honey, you can believe me, put your trust in me. No time to waste or hesitate. Drive until morning is our fate. Believe what you need to believe. See anything you wanna see. Live life with laughter and love, or drown in tears of misery. So just hold my hand, come away with me. We drive until morning, just you and me. We'll gaze at the stars and wait for the sun, and hold each other until the morning comes. So just hold my hand, come away with me. Drive until morning, just you and me. We'll gaze at the stars and wait for the sun, and hold each other until the morning comes.
Cold, dark and white, reach for salvation. Asking why your ancient sentient, asking why you're so scared. From the past, mess up your head, let you shake like a tail of a rattlesnake. Asking why your ancient empty. Asking why you're so scared. Rattling chain, swinging in. What could be enough for a lifetime? What could be enough for a lifetime? Out of the blue, somebody knows, crawling under your thin skin.